Okay, so settling where you're sitting or if you're lying down, and just noticing as you're sitting there where you're connected with the chair that you're sitting on or the ground. Just notice what is in contact with your chair or with the ground. And then as you bring your attention to the breath, as you exhale the breath, just allow your body to sink a little deeper into wherever you're sitting or lying. We're not changing the breath, but we're just allowing ourselves to relax down a little deeper with each exhalation. And noticing when you just allow the breath to leave the body, how the body can just respond to that. Just automatically will start to relax when you're conscious of it. And then just bringing a little bit more awareness to the breath, not having to change it or alter it in any way, but just noticing it. And as you relax into the breath, you might notice a little bit of a wave in your body, that your body moves a little with each breath. Just notice that movement, no matter how fine it is or how overt it is. Just notice it. And feel, sense, or imagine that your entire body is breathing. Every cell is breathing. Breathing in fresh energy as you breathe in and exhaling that which isn't required as you exhale. As you feel that breath coming in from all directions, the front, the back, both sides, and from the bottom and from the top of your body, just experience yourself in that breathing pattern or that breathing cocoon that you have. And at the same time, feel yourself connected to the earth, however you experience that. Maybe it's through your feet, maybe it's wherever you're touching the ground, maybe it's just sensing it. Just having the sense of this breathing, pulsating organism that you are, physical body, or an energy body. And simultaneously being aware of your body and at the same time being aware of the energy field around your body. And while we talk about an energy field being around the body, it also permeates the body. Noticing that you are trillions of cells, all connected intelligently throughout your body, connecting to your energy field. And noticing what's happening at the level of the mind and what's happening at the level of emotions. If your mind is wandering, just bring it back to the space. Allow it to settle. And you can leave the conscious aspect of your mind on the periphery if you wish. Just keep this noticing quality available to you. And then moving your attention to where you feel your shame wound, where it might reside within the context of your body. And again, without having to go too much into the mind around that, just noticing where that might be and then just trusting and moving in that direction. So bring your attention there. And if you don't know where that is or it doesn't seem clear to you, just ask that your attention go wherever it needs to go for your highest good. Keep noticing your experience. And maintaining your attention on the physical body. And noticing your experience as you connected with the wound. Again, just holding your attention there in a loving and compassionate way if it's possible. And if you find it difficult to be that close to the wound, then you can step back, as it were. Just allow consciousness to pull back a little so you can see it from a distance, a little further distance. And again, continuing to gaze at it with the sense of looking at a beloved. That underneath that shame is something so sweet and so beautiful, so precious, and it deserves your attention. We're going to call in spiritual family, whoever you might feel you want to bring in energetically into this situation so that you feel supported and that energy can be helpful. Bring in spiritual family, any teachers, mentors, spirit guides, angels, God, universal energy, whatever it is that you feel drawn to, bringing it in, bringing that energy in, a source of vibrant energy that can be brought to bear on this energy pattern of shame. And imagine that all that energy is behind you, that it's being radiated through your physical body, through your heart center, into the wound. And just notice your experience. Allowing that energy, that light energy, to move almost like a laser into that wound. And wherever there's any cords, energy cords that are connecting and feeding that wound, just take the opportunity to just cut those cords. Again, cutting them without anger, without blame, just cutting them. Just simply because they have no longer any value. Not worrying about who those cords connect to or what those cords connect to. Just knowing that the cutting of them will allow for a lot of liberation on many levels, perhaps for many people. Just cutting them, and as you cut them, allowing those cords to go back into the universe. Again, however you visualize them, however you perceive them, however you sense them, and then they just dissipate as they go into the universe. The great recycler of all energy is the universe. Nothing is ever lost in terms of energy. It's just recreated, shifted, dissolved, used for other purposes. So just allowing it to be released. Keep noticing your experience and remembering that everything belongs here. Now allowing the energy that you're moving through just by your intention from your support, your guides, your angels, just allowing that to become diffuse. And so that as it moves through this mother wound, it starts to bring some healing to those places where the cords were, where the beliefs lived and resided. where the emotions were attached and connected. Just allowing a beautiful, soft pink energy to move into that space, just to envelop and blanket that wound. Allowing for that pink energy, that pink light energy to move right through that wound, through every aspect of it. Again, through any thoughts or beliefs, upgrading any thoughts or beliefs that might still be there, any emotions, any physical patterns of holding. Maybe you can see beneath that covering, beneath the wound, to that vulnerable aspect of your being that is there. And just listen for any words, any sense that may be coming from that to you, making that connection, reconnecting with your heart into that. And if there are no words, just experience your heart connection. And maybe there's a visual that you get with this. And allowing yourself to honor and respect the wisdom of that vulnerability, that littleness of your being. Notice if your access to that aspect of your being is more open, maybe a little sweeter, maybe a little kinder, maybe a little more understanding. Maybe more willing to understand the totality of your being. And then just asking that your entire physical being be upgraded, energetically upgraded, to hold this higher vibrational understanding and frequency. Just ask for it. And keep noticing your experience and noticing the physical body. And placing your hand on wherever that part of your body is where the mother wound has found a place, and just placing your hand on it. And allow your hand to be a reassuring presence. And allowing yourself to feel gratitude for your humanness, for all that you are, for the full gamut of your experience, and for this beautiful vulnerability that makes life so incredibly precious and rare. In your gratitude, thanking those that have shown up today, angels, guides, universal oneness, family, friends, for their boost today, for boosting you today. And as you take a deep breath in and release it, allow all that woundedness, all that shame through your history, your family history, through history of the culture, nations, through the history of the world. Just allow it to be released. That no one has to hold this. That there's no truth in that at all. Release it from every human being on the planet and from any creature. And as it moves away, that space that's left can be filled with deep appreciation. You might say the flip side of shame is appreciation. Deep appreciation for your physicality, for your mind, for your emotions, for your soul, for your spirit. And becoming aware of another breath, and as you let it go, starting to move your physical body around, moving the shoulders, the hips, stretching your spine. You can undulate your spine or stretch it, move side to side. Just bring everything into alignment as we come back into the place where we're sitting, bringing that with you, leaving nothing behind, allowing it to permeate and reside within the physicality of your being.